Hey guys, it's me, Meteor, and man, it's been an annoying few weeks. Okay, first off, the whole motherboard issue I told you about took about, I'd say 3 weeks to process. The reason for that is because apparently when it got shipped back to Newegg, they actually rejected the motherboard because apparently the socket had a few pins bent on it when I shipped it out. Okay, so they only offered to give me back 50% for the motherboard that I had. So I had to spend more money to actually get a new motherboard. I went from the Gigabyte board I got, actually got like 5 egg reviews, had like 9 reviews, all, 5 eggs. I was like, oh man, this is going to be a great motherboard. I'm going to get this one has internal USB ports, it's going to be great. Well, now you look at the reviews and it's down to 3 eggs out of 5. So I really should have just stuck with my original choice, and I got an Asus ROG motherboard, which is just absolutely awesome, works perfectly. So that's out of the picture. But then after my computer got fixed, I would say about 3 or 4 days later, I ended up with a cold. So I couldn't record stuff again. So that made it that much more annoying. So yeah, that's also been annoying. But also the fact with Pokemon battles. Smoking Battle Finder's been down for what, like 3 months now, and I think I'm not even sure it's going to come back anymore. Everyone I know who I used to battle on Skype pretty much stopped playing Pokemon. Everyone who does still play Pokemon uses PO instead, or not even PO. It's playing Pokemon Showdown now. So pretty much now, I don't even know who I'm going to Wi-Fi battle anymore. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, I could switch over to Showdown, but I really don't like using simulators. I mean, I can't really find anyone else to battle either, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I'm kind of confused in that department. I don't want to switch to just Let's Plays because I know a lot of fans do watch me just for the battles, and I don't want to disappoint those fans, but it's getting harder and harder for me to find battles, so I don't really know what to do at this point. Whatever you want me to do, just let me know in the comments. Whatever, I'd appreciate that. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the battle. Alright, here we go, a Monotype match against Heavyarms55. I chose Monotype Psychic, so I send my Alakazam. I get bent here, and he's going to send out his Scissor, which really bugs me, because he has Monotype Steel, which Psychic completely resists. Or Steel resists Psychic, rather. Either way, I'm just going to trick right off the bat because I have a Flame Orb here, and I want to trick it onto Scissor, but unfortunately he switches out to Registeel, which isn't bad. However, I know he's probably going to go for the Thunder Wave this turn, so I decided to just leave it in for a good reason, while I go for the Focus Blast and do less than half to it. But either way, I know on this turn he's probably going to try to set up Stealth Rocks, more than likely, since he used Thunder Wave this turn to try and slow down my Alakazam. So now I'm going to switch out and send in Nope Dadavi. Nope. And use Stealth Rocks and Magic Bounce the rocks back on his side. Sure, he resisted with every Pokemon he has because he's a Steel type. However, at least they're not on my side of the field, so I'm completely happy about that. And if he had any Pokemon with Sash, now it's broken. So I'm good about that. I'm happy about that. So very nice. Now he's going to send in his Empoleon here, and I'm not going to leave my Espeon here against that, of course, because that'd be stupid. So instead of sending my Get Bent here as fodder to see what it's going to do, pretty much it's going to go for Scald. Okay, that does less than half to me. I'm not really afraid of it. I'm just going to go for Focus Miss again and hopefully try to pull something off. Maybe hit twice in a row for like the first time in, ever. So he goes for Scald again. Of course, I'm paralyzed so he can't burn me, and it really matter anyway, but I get fully paralyzed so I can't move. Well then, that kind of puts me in an odd predicament. Looks like my Get Bent's going to have to be fodder for later. So I said in dead serious here, expecting the Scald, and even when he burns me, big deal. I have Natural Cure, so I'm not really afraid of the thing at all. However, I do have Thunderbolt on this thing, and I am Scarfed, so I could easily do some good damage, but it does less than half. So that Empoleon must be trained like in Special Defense or something, because that did some good damage. And then he uses Grass Knot. I didn't realize my Starmie was that heavy, because that took me down to 2 HP. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. So I go for Thunderbolt again, and I don't paralyze it. I wasn't expecting to, because it's 10% chance to paralyze. But I take it down to less than 2, less like about 1/4 damage, whatever. But he takes out my Starmie, unfortunately, so, oh well, I'm going to send my Marks here, my Jirachi. Steel versus Steel. Let's go ahead and do this. Going to go for that Wide Lens Thunder and take out your Empoleon. I'm trying to bluff the Scarf here, because I'm not sure if he remembers my team or not. And now he sends in Magneton, and I'm like, alright, perfect. I have Hidden Power Ground, especially for those Magnet Pullers, like Magneton and Magnezone. So perfect. Good chance to use it. I tricked you, I bluffed the Scarf, and now I hit power ground against you. So that works. Great, awesome. So then I go for Thunder to try to pull off the paralysis, because, you know, Serene Grace plus Thunder is 30% chance to paralyze and 60% chance to paralyze with 120 base power attack with Wide Lens, which makes it 77% accurate. So overall, a good combo I do like, works really well for me. Sure, my Jirachi dies here, but I'm not really all too afraid of it. Now I'm going to send my Longsword here and just bulk up and, you know, just, this thing doesn't really scare me. I mean, my Glade here is trained, well, you know how it's trained. Anyway, he's going to go for Meteor Match. He's going to try to mash my skills here or something. I don't know, whatever. He's going to try to mash my guy here, and I'm trying to go ahead and go for the bulk up. I take it, yeah, less than half. So I'll go for a Drain Punch here just to recover some health, because I need some health really badly, plus leftovers. I'll be in good shape. I think he actually got an attack boost with the last Meteor Mash, which kind of canceled out my bulk up, but no big deal. At least I'm still full and trained and whatever. I get killed by Bullet Punch anyway. Not really a big deal. I get killed by a crit, which clearly did not matter in the slightest. But now I'm going to send my Lady in Red here. Alright, this is your time to shine. Go for that Hidden Power Fire. I was really glad that Meteorz missed the Bullet Punch, because I'm not sure how well I would have taken that. Especially since he has a Scissor, which also has Bullet Punch. So if he pulled off both of those, my Latias here would be dead, basically. Or Latias, I believe is how it's pronounced. I forget, honestly, anymore. So go for Hidden Power, my Specs Hidden Power Fire, and of course takes out Lucario, because, you know, Specs Latias is awesome. Latias, how is it pronounced? I always forget. Either way, he's going to send his Scissor, and I guess it really bugs him that I actually have Hidden Power Fire and saying that he couldn't pull off a Bullet Punch earlier. So now I'm going to go for an Hidden Power Fire, take out the Scissor, and of course, guys, that's going to be good game. Hey guys, it's me, Meteor, and I'm going to show off my new computer here. See, if you look inside, it does look pretty awesome there with that new fan, the LED lights and everything. It's pretty cool. But since it doesn't have any internal USB ports on this new motherboard I got, I had to actually use a USB hub in the front that actually had USB 3.0 header. So as you can tell, it now has 3 USB 3.0 ports on it and an SD card slot, so that's always nice. And this seems to be a lot better quality than the last one I had. Last one was like some Chinese ripoff thing. So that's that. If you're wondering about the motherboard I had in particular, well, it would be this one here, the Maximus Hero motherboard for Republic of Gamers from Asus. So it's a very nice board, probably the best one for the new Socket 1150 from Intel. And I probably recommend it to anyone since I haven't had any issues with it, and it seems to be really awesome. In fact, it makes overclocking so much easy. I don't really like to overclock personally because, I don't know, as easy as it would be to overclock, I tend to like having longevity in my products, and doing overclocking tends to shorten it. Even if it's slightly, it still shortens it a little bit. But either way, I do have the option for that if I ever do want to down the line, in case, you know, the warranty runs out and I don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Anyway, see you next time.